Joe LaPuma is the director of content strategy over at Complex Magazine and is partly responsible for building a Complex brand. Ronnie Fieg, New York City shoe designer and founder of the Kith footwear boutiques, has solidified his position as retailer and creative. Today we sit down with them on the Butcher's Block.
Butcher's Block.
You're now in tune to the Butcher's Block. Today's guests are my man Joe LaPuma of Complex and Ronnie Fieg of Kith, New York. What's happening, gentlemen?
How you doing?
Real quick, I want to talk about something that really plays a big role in all of our careers, which is the internet, social media, blogging. I mean, it really plays a role in our success, communicating what we do, whether it's, you know, magazine related or product related. We have a direct communication to the world immediately. So just kind of touch base on how you guys understand that and kind of factored it into your, to your journey, onto what you're doing.
Well, I know for Complex, social media maybe 2-3 years ago, it was always an afterthought. We had a Facebook page, but we kind of really weren't in tune of what we should be doing and how we should be doing it. And now Facebook accounts for, is the largest traffic direct source for Complex. And the same thing with Twitter. The guys behind Twitter and Facebook are ready to take over the world. So if you're slacking on those outlets, you're kind of going to be left behind. So, for us, it's been a very big kind of priority.
It was kind of your rebirth also.
Yeah, definitely. I remember when Complex first started the Twitter account, it was all like this, we just had this for lunch, and it was, a lot of people still feel like Twitter's worthless, and that's what kind of people are posting, and it's just false. They're afraid to kind of adapt. The way Twitter, you can engage with people, and to me it's like the first real social networking where you feel like you know people through their personality on Twitter, even if you haven't met them. So I think that's really important.
And for you, you're literally selling product via your own voice. Before it used to be like you have to rely on, even when we release a product, we have to, kind of hope that bigger blogs pick up or whatever, but now it's to the point where you speak directly to your customer, you say what you need to say and it goes directly to them, and you sell your product based on, on social media.
Yeah, I kind of feel like it's now it's more of a necessity for anyone who's selling product and wants to reach out to more than just their local consumer. It's something that is continuing. The internet is a funny thing. It's going to continue to grow, and we don't know where it'll end up in 5-10 years from now. I mean, the potential is crazy, but the last 10 years really showed us what the internet is capable of doing. I feel like before this, it was a whole different story. You'd have to go into a store, buy a magazine, be up on something that maybe other people aren't aware of, but now it's kind of like open to everybody. There's always pros and cons to that. I feel like things could very much not get the attention that you'd want it to receive because you put so much work into something that a post can go up and be gone in within a half hour it's on the second or third page of a blog. It's interesting to see where it's going to end up.
So obviously we all buy sneakers. We're all kind of insiders on that, we kind of see when it's happening, we see when it's bubbling, we have interaction with people that are putting out the stuff, so it's no secret to us. But the past few releases have been crazy just in terms of the way customers and kids are responding. You guys, you've seen it from the retail perspective, but you just being in New York and being involved, how do you feel about the way people are reacting these days? I got a 15-year-old daughter, you know what I'm saying? So for me, to imagine my daughter in line and potentially could be hurt, run over, stole from, 4 pairs of shoes because the demand is so high, but the pairs are so low. How do you guys feel about that side of things? Not, the shoes are dope. Yeah, we get it, but what do you think about the other side of things?
I used to work retail before I got to Complex. I worked retail for like 7 years. Obviously, Ronnie worked retail for his whole life, but a crazy release used to be people at the mall at like 8:30 before you opened at 10 o'clock. It used to be 20 people, and you'd be like, wow, there's a crazy release. I see now, for me, and I'm not going to blame the brand. I can't really blame the brand. I don't know what they're doing behind closed doors. I don't know. I don't have a solution to it, but just the raffles and all these loopholes you have to pull through to even get a chance at buying the shoe. It's not like you win this raffle, you're getting the shoe. You know what I mean? Just to buy the shoe. Yeah. If it was me, I would just be like, all right, well, I'm just not going to be able to get the shoe. I think a lot of the fun has kind of gotten taken out of it.
Absolutely.
And there's people who are like, I'm never going to get this, so I'm not going to do it. But then there's also people who I seen, even this weekend I saw, nonstop when the Yeezys release, and they're going crazy, like trying every avenue to get it. And it's just crazy to think about. A couple years ago, you used to walk into the mall, get the shoe, and go home.
Last week, 2 kids tweeted at me that one kid got jumped for a pair of salmon toes and got beat up. Those are never my intentions, you know, like that's the opposite of what I'm looking to achieve here, you know, like I look to better the sneaker community and bring people together, not, you know, force people against each other for a pair of sneakers, you know. At the end of the day, people need to remember that it's shoes, you know, and it's not worth...
Safety first.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, but what do you think is
over.
the better thing, to have everyone just get them?
I think, well, this is my opinion, is when you build the demand that high and you release a pair count so low, it's a bad combination.
Here's the thing, though.
You know what I mean?
Here's the thing, though. They put out a pair of Concords, and the reason why they're so limited is because they have other styles that come out surrounding the Concords, and they want to build demand on other styles that are similar. In my opinion, I don't know if that's 100% accurate, but I know that what they've been able to do is something that no other brand has been able to do. Obviously, other than Apple, for you know. For example.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean,
but there's that other side of it, that balance between a healthy release
But do you think, do you think, say, the Coves or the Mint Leafs get released to more people? Do you think that alienates the people who buy from you, who want to have exclusive stuff?
I think it does. I think that I'm one of those kids that don't want to be part of a group of people, like a larger group of people who have the shoes. You want to be part of the select few, and that's what makes you feel special. And for me, I have concerns, you know, like with the Yeezy, we had group meetings for weeks in a row, like once a week for 3 or 4 weeks to decide what we were gonna do. I mean, how are we gonna put this out there where no one would get hurt, you know? So we filled out. I mean, people came to fill out raffle tickets, and then we chose the winner on Friday night, and we're giving people dates and times to come pick up the shoe after Saturday, because Saturday I was scared that...
scheduling their pickups.
Yeah, I'm scheduling their pickups because I'm scared that if they come by on Saturday, there'll be people waiting
That's
outside
crazy,
the door.
though. Was it ever like this?
No, it was never like this, but this is what it has come to.
The fun is gone to me. The fun is gone.
Yeah, but...
yeah, it's fun. The fun
a
might
lot
be
of people
gone
feel
to you
that way.
And to me, because maybe I wouldn't do those certain things, but...
maybe this is all those kids know, so
Frank,
this is their fun.
The kid that gets the phone call, you think he's done having fun? I mean, there were kids, I mean, I called this kid to tell him that he won the raffle and now he could come buy a pair. And the kid went nuts on the phone, like left his conference, because I called him 5 times in a row, because if he didn't pick up, I would move on to the next. He left and just was screaming, No,
I absolutely feel like there's a joy to them, but just on an outsider perspective and a father perspective, it's just, it's tough to see, it's tough to swallow. So that's it. I appreciate my guests for joining me today, Joe LaPuma, Ronnie Fieg. Thanks for coming down. I'll see you next time. Coming soon on the Butcher's Block.
The Butcher's Block.